Cancer, hi, it's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot. How are you guys doing? I wasn't able to pop in for a couple months, but I wanted to make sure I got in here for the new year, for the winter solstice, and to feel about your energies in the great conjunction from Saturn and Jupiter going on in Aquarius. So I figure I wanted to pop in and see how you guys are doing with it. A lot of weird, like, crazy astrological things going on. I mean, I could parrot it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But, it's supposed to be pretty huge. Anyhow, I just wanted to see how you guys are doing. So we're going to do a general reading for January 2021. Doesn't that sound funny? 2021. I feel like I'm counting or something. Anyhow, that's what we got. What can we tell Cancer for January 2021? What does Cancer need to know for January 2021? Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Oops. The Star, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Well, the past energy. You felt like you needed to hold on to something. You didn't want to give anything else up. I don't know. I don't want to say you were being stingy, but you just didn't want to let go of anything. All right. Now this could be money, but could also be energy, time, or anything that has that kind of value to you. You weren't wanting to part with it. And then I feel like you did get acknowledged for something that you were doing in regards to possibly maybe a budget. Maybe you were balancing a budget, and that's where this holding on to something, or the feeling of maybe you were, maybe, I don't know if it's with your company and your family, you were just trying not to lose too much more. Maybe you're balancing the checkbook type of thing. And so you're trying to keep a hold of it, possibly because of the holidays or just because of, the situation in the last 6 months. But at some point you still felt like you missed out on something. Like something, even though you got recognition for it, you didn't feel like you were, it felt almost like you were put out, like almost like left out, in a sense. Like maybe you missed a number, like that kind of feeling. Like, okay, yeah, you did it. You were acknowledged by people. It was a public recognition. So that's what makes me think company-wise, like, maybe somewhere you worked. But yet you felt like somehow you lost out. Somehow that even though you did all this, they didn't bring you into maybe the management. They didn't bring you into like where you thought you should have been elevated to. But that's the past energy. And then coming into the present energy, I see that you feeling very hopeful and very very comfortable in what it is that you're doing. Like you have the star energy that you know, or whatever you had done, you did not only a good job, but a job that deserved the acknowledgement and accolades that you've received. And you feel very, strongly about it. And you feel a lot of pride and joy because you were able to balance out a situation. And I feel like you're setting aside some time to work out some situation. Like you need to, you have to make some decision. It's not going to be that easy, and you want to make it your own. You don't want to make it with anybody else giving you their input. You don't want to have to take what they're thinking into account. You want to do it by yourself. Then you have this Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, very possible this could be your energy. And that would just mean that the way that feels is that you know how well that you did, that you can handle financial things, material things, that you're able to bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. So, you know that you're very, why can't I keep my words? You're very able to do what was needed of you in this situation. And you're making a decision based on that. Now, if this is somebody else's energy, it could be somebody that you are taking into account with this decision that you have to make. But it could very well be yours. But somewhere along the line, coming up in your future energy, there's going to be a lot of anxiety and stress that's going to rebound from the situation. You know, like here, you know you were doing what you had to do, but you got kind of left out. And you were feeling hopeful, but a decision had to be made. So either you were this Queen of Pentacles energy, strong, mature, positive, confident, good with money, good with finances, budgeting. But somewhere along the line, you got stressed. Maybe lost some sleep over a situation, you know. You're up at night just kind of like rethinking and rehashing and, you know. Then I see that you're, with this Four of Cups energy, you have like this feeling of, I don't want it anymore. Like you didn't feel like you were offered or you were given what you earned. And I don't know if this is a position, this is reward of somehow, and you've really been stressing yourself out about it, or just feeling you've been taken for granted. Yeah, just feeling you were dissed in somehow, like they just assumed, or you would take care of it, and therefore you don't need anything extra. So maybe, I'm going to clarify these because I'm wondering if maybe the decision that you had to make had to do with the job or the situation. Because I just feel like at this point you're almost bored with the situation. It's like, why do I keep bothering? And then we have the energy of the King of Pentacles here. Again, possible it's somebody around you, or your energy, and very much like the Queen's energy. Now, these are not, they're not specifically male or female, it's just the energy of. Whereas, you know, the Queen energy is a little more nurturing, a little softer. And the King energy's, he's a stronger leader. He knows what has to be done. He's willing to work hard to do it. So, I feel like you are one of these energies. Let's clarify. Let's see if I can get any more specifics on it. Because I feel like once you had, you know, all this stress and, you know, where you're so tired of it, this might have became how you felt about everything. Like you could go on and do your own, and maybe that's what this decision was. That you can go about it. Maybe this is you maturing into the King. You know, you going from Queen to King in that time span wouldn't be that surprising. Let's see. What is the star here for? Can you please tell me why the star's here? Can you please tell me why the star's here? Alright, the Eight of Staffs. And the Justice. Alright, well you know you have to push ahead and move kind of quick in your decisions and your thoughts. And I think that's what has to do with this decision that you're making. And then with Justice coming in, you're feeling like it could be involved in some kind of court situation. Like this, if these things ended up in court, that could be justice coming in your favor. Or just where, you know, the powers that be are seeing that justice needs to be handed out to you because of the work that you did. Maybe you saved them a whole lot, but they didn't acknowledge you for that. And that's why you were feeling so good with the star energy, hopeful and, you know, joyful. Because you knew that it was going to come out. So what about this Two of Swords? Can you tell me about the Two of Swords, please? Can you tell me about the Two of Swords? Queen of Coins. And the Ten of Cups. All right. I think you have it possibly that you decide to move into a different position or a different job. And again with this Queen of Coins energy. And this is something that you were going to really, really have all your emotions and all your passion put into when you make this decision to move on. What about the Nine of Swords? Can you tell me about the Nine of Swords? The Two of Staffs. And the Ace of Swords. Alright, yeah, you're making plans. You're deciding that you're going to move on you're going to go for some form of victory. Okay? And you're making the plans to do it. These Four of Cups. Can you tell me about the Four of Cups for Cancer? Oopsie. The Nine of Coins. What else can you tell me about the Four of Cups for Cancer? Alright, we got the Seven of Coins and the Nine of Coins. You've been watching. You've been watching the growth of your involvement in this, into what you've been able to earn, how you've been able to build upon what you're doing. But you were still feeling like apathy and just a little bit disinterested. Even though you had that, it wasn't enough to make you want to keep in that energy. And I think that's why when you looked at this Ten of Cups feeling from that possible decision you were making, it made you want to leave, or made you want to go, or made you want to make that decision that you made. What about this King? What can you tell me about the King of Pentacles? What can you tell me about this King of Pentacles? Ace of Staffs and the Strength card. I do feel that you are the king now. That if this was you as the queen, you have, developed into the king. Whether it was because of experience, things you learned, people you networked through. And you showed that you have personal strength and the strength of mind. And you're also a good negotiator. Who, the King of Pentacles is. So you're showing all these strengths for whatever it is that you're taking on. And you have this Ace of Staffs, which is this new start in something charismatic and passionate, and something that you want to do, or somewhere you want to do it. So I don't know if it's like a job that you're leaving, or it's a position you're leaving. Really, if you're leaving anything, it just feels like that's what went on, because you were so dissatisfied with whatever went on with this situation. See if the universe has any other advice for you. What advice do you have for Cancer, January 2020? Cups. Five of Staffs. 6 Cups. Alright. Ace of Cups, Five of Staffs, and the 6 of Cups. You may end up with some conflict in a situation where, okay, you've decided to do whatever it is that you were going to do, but there's always going to be somebody pushing back on you. All right? People just seem to be in your way a little bit, not, maybe the ones that you work with, maybe could be people from your home, your friends, but there's a pushback. But all you have to do is keep in mind where you came from, how you got there. And it will be a new start for you. All right. Now we do have, all right, these are a Soul's Journey Oracle cards. And this is just to help give you like advice on keeping your vibrations high. Right? There we go. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. All right. It just kind of, it kind of fits in with that, especially with this Two of Swords feeling. We don't need to know all the answers. We just, things are unknown sometimes. Sometimes we can't figure out exactly, the A, B, and C of it. But in the end, if we can come out with something that makes sense, then it's okay if a couple of answers slip here or there. Because I guess we're not always going to know all the answers. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, and I hope it resonated. If it did, if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. And yeah. And I will be seeing you guys in February, all right? Enjoy your January, and I'll see you in a month. Thank you.